Okay, guys, there you go. Thanks for that even bounce. The problem is the receiver in the back wasn't powered on. That was an oversight from us. So let me rehash and reiterate everything I just said now. So, yeah, sorry for the late stream this morning. We had some filming to do, and we also had this young man get some experience behind the wheel. He had some experience now with the thick road, the undulations, did a water crossing or two. That one on the reel, that was the first water crossing he did. He took it like a champ. And then afterwards, we didn't get it on camera, but we do have it on the top camera and inside cab cam. That was a major water crossing. I think the deepest plunge we've had. The water came right over the bonnet, and he just gave it horns in 4 low. As he felt the resistance, we were just going, going, going. He made it through, no worries. And that brings me to my next point. Guys, you can't be the only person in your convoy that knows how to use your vehicle or your equipment. So please educate anyone, doesn't matter how old they are. Because if you get if you get incapacitated in such a way that you are unable to use your vehicle or your equipment, then at least you've got a backup person to do that. Even if they only drive 20, 30 kilometers an hour, at least you are moving and getting to safety. So please educate the people in your convoy, even if it is your children. I mean, they are never too young to learn, never too young to learn. And then, yeah, we had an awesome night stay at Savuti last night. No lion sightings, but we heard them very close to camp, guys. I think so far it is between Savuti and Kwai who takes the prize for the most activity, and I think it is Kwai. Because at Kwai, we didn't only have the lions, we had lions and elephants going at it major. So, yeah, which brings me to my next point. It's a cool, breezy 23 degrees Celsius. We've got 88 kilometers range in the tank. We've got 54 kilometers to go to Thobolos, and I've heard that from Thobolos, it's another 40 kilometers to the first fuel stop. So, guys, we are making it again on the, what is that? On the hair of our teeth, or not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, or that's the three little pigs, but so be it. Let's have a lacquer day in the Savuti going towards Thobolo today. We are not taking the airstrip road. We are taking the other one to the right and going to Goa Gate. That's the one we are taking. And we are forecasting nice, nice terrain. And there we go. Another water crossing under the belt. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good evening, good rest. We had an awesome rest, I must say. Last night it felt like the night just didn't want to end. It was like I was waking up and then, yeah, okay, let's get up. It's probably 5:30. No, it's only 12. Wake up again. No, it's only 2. Wake up again. No, it's 3:30. And I was like, yo, is this night never going to end? But it was awesome. My back also felt very good this morning. I took my medication immediately as I woke up, and so far I've been able to move around the vehicle, and I just wish I was able to do that since the beginning of the trip. Then we would have been much more productive, and we would have received, or we would have taken much more video footage for our post-production. So yeah, guys, welcome to the ride. This is Born to Roam Africa live safari drive in Botswana, coming to you first. We are pioneering the live streaming space on the YouTube for rugged overlanding, unfiltered, authentic live content, if you want to call it that. Yes, even Buzz, that is the one we usually get on the tar road there, and then your mood completely drops because you've been 6 days in this bush on the sand. Your mood drops. Now you have to air up and you have to fill up. So we know exactly that one. So we hope we make it there. I'm sure we will. And yes, Oma Anneke, yeah, no. Here we raise men. We raise men to be, from a young age, to be competent and independent. They must learn these things as soon as possible. We don't know what happens in life, and the sooner our kids learn how to take care of themselves, I mean, which brings me to my next point. You might watch us and think we are very hard on our kids, but we are, because we know how rough life can handle and treat you, and they must be prepared for it and not be affected by other people's negative opinions and things about that. So yeah, just some personal information and insight on how we raise our kids and families. But yeah, our young men needs to be able, young men, competent and independent from a very young age. I just splashed Antonio, got him back for the earlier water crossing that he splashed me completely wet because the whole vehicle went on. It dipped left and splashed me in through the window. So now I just got him back. No, no, that's a bad feeling when you hit the tar road after you've enjoyed the Botswana off-road adventure scene like this. My man, this is an awesome Tuesday morning going into the afternoon, 20 past 11. It's a bit overcast, but when the sun peeps out, it is blistering warm. There's a nice wind blowing also, so it cools you down nicely. And yeah, here we go. Just pause quick. Yeah, just cam one. I just need to do some admin quickly, guys. Apologies for that. Okay, not do this. All right, guys. Here we go. So yeah, Thobolo has a man-made water hole, and it's got a pool. It's also got an honesty bar, which means you can take stuff out the fridge, you write your name down, what you took, and you put it in the box. Please don't abuse that hospitality that they provide us. And I wonder if it's still like that. I've heard stories about people that are not honest about that, so they might have stopped that. Hopefully not. And then they've got a deck overlooking the waterhole. So I've asked for a campsite on the edge of the camp area, and then we can probably do a sunset waterhole sundowner this evening. I'll take my 150 to 600 mil lens. I don't have an ND filter for that, so I'll just probably rely on the camera's automatic shutter speed to get a nice crisp image of that. But that's what we're hoping for today. So let's get there and see what we can see.
Are we gonna sit at the deck and live stream or at camp?
We can't. I don't think we can live stream on the deck. That would have been nice, but that means I would have to take my Starlink and all my equipment to the deck, my PC, and that's going to be a mission. They do have internet there. I'm not sure what their upload speeds are, but if I get the right place, the right camping spot, we can view that nicely, the whole waterhole. And the last time we were there, zebra, elephant, giraffe, wild dogs came through, a whole herd of buffalo that made so much dust that you could only see the outer edge of the buffalo herd. It was crazy. So, guys, please, if you want to support the channel, there's a link to our Patreon page in the description. I think I started adding that from day 11 or 12. You can join as a free member. You can join as a paid member. There's 3 tiers. That just helps us to keep this channel alive and authentic and unbiased. And then also we've got super chats and super thanks activated on our live streams and videos. You can support us by doing that. Head over to our social media on Instagram. There's a giveaway that we are running for this trip. It is a Victron Blue Smart Solar MPPT 75 volt 15 amp solar charger, brand new, still in the box. And that's a giveaway. So please comment done or whatever, comment on that post so that we know that you are not a stale follower or a stale YouTube subscriber. Follow on Instagram, subscribe to YouTube. That will get you an entry. And we're going to see if we can do the live stream either at Elephant Sands or Kubu Island. We want to go to Kubu Island if it's accessible. But yeah, that is running. So if you have been an old subscriber to YouTube or follow on Instagram, please just go to the post and just put a comment and ensure that you are live, because we're going to start with that. We're going to start with the comments, and that's going to be our base. Then we're going to check, are you a follower, or are you a follower on Instagram, and are you a subscriber? If that criteria is met, then we know at least we've got a group of people that has been active during this time and not stale, and then those persons might not even be around. Let's hope that's not the case. Or they might have switched off YouTube for some reason, and then we struggle to track the people down, and you guys get frustrated because you feel like you've been done in. So that's the reason for that. So yeah. Oh, it's a lot of admin, guys. I'm sorry, but we have to get through this. Also, we've got a born2roamafrica.co.za webpage where you can view some of the trips that we do and how we route them. If you need help with your trip, please feel free to contact us. We can assist you. We also do all our bookings ourselves. We don't use any external company. We liaise with the camps and the game reserves directly. And what else is there? And yeah, those trips are just a guide to give you an indication of the routes that you can take and do, but it can be altered in any way and form possible. And also, if you do not have enough confidence to do this by yourselves and you want us to maybe lead your convoy, we can work something out like that also. We've met a lot of people from the Netherlands and Germany and overseas, international people that have not been educated properly even on how to put their vehicle in 4-low. That ended up getting them stuck. And so we've spent some time with them. We've educated them a little bit, and they are so happy and glad about that. Another couple from Germany, we've bumped into them numerous times. They are sorted out. This morning they jumped on our Starlink to just make contact with home again, because the Starlink and internet at Savuti was down, and they're heading in the same direction. We might meet up tomorrow night at Kasane. So yeah, I just want to check what this road is doing here now. It's still got a little duikertjie. I don't want to run over you. So we are still on this road. It is very nice. Just let us know, audio, visuals, are you guys happy? Is it good? We don't have a proper display. Now remember, guys, depending on your display, especially mobile devices, if you've got auto brightness on, your display in a dark room might be too dark, so just increase the brightness. The same as your TV with newer TVs. I know LG TVs, they've got a much darker overlay. So yeah, that TV's brightness, just brighten it up a bit. And usually we stick to a gamma 2.2, 2.4. I think YouTube, I mean, if we broadcast any other gamma, YouTube, I think, is only 2.2 or 2.4, but your device must also be compatible with that. So that can also affect the image's brightness and darkness. So, okay, yeah, this front right tire is still holding pressure. Let me just get on my engage again to ensure that we haven't had any problems with that. Let's slow down. And yeah, no pressures lost thus far. Yeah, so I would advise any vehicle coming through here this time now in the next week or so. If you have not yet fitted a snorkel, not just a raised air intake, a snorkel, and if you haven't fitted diff breathers, please guys, just fit it. I know it's a lot of money in the beginning, but it will protect your engine hectically. So it will definitely be worth it at the end of the day. So please, guys, just look after your vehicle. Your vehicle will look after you, and you can enjoy a self safari drive like this properly without any concerns. There'll always be concerns, but at least you do some risk mitigation in fitting the proper equipment, fitting it by professional fitment centers. And once again, we are not sponsored by any company or entity or any brand at all. We have not been gifted anything. Everything you see on this channel has been bought and paid for by ourselves. Our electrical system has been also installed by ourselves. The live streaming setup has been bought and built by ourselves, from the PC to the camera configuration to the software configuration. So yeah, we are not brand bashing anyone over here, but yeah, we use the brands that we put our money where our mouth is. And that brings me to my next point. Just want to give a shout out to Eben from R&D Offroad and GoBX for fitting us in the last minute to fit the snorkel and diff breathers. You guys done an awesome job. After our very first heavy water crossings, I checked the airbox. It was bone dry. And I can guarantee you, if I would have had a normal air intake that comes out the wheel well much lower than this one, then it would have been trouble for me. So yeah, guys, please. This is just our opinions. We are not professionals in this at all or by any means. I just want to get all the disclaimers out the way so that you guys, we are not trying to pretend that we are anything that we are not. We are just a family that enjoys outdoor adventure, and we want to share it with the world, and we're taking it to a new level with this live streaming broadcast setup. Something new, something fresh, something unfiltered, something authentic and unedited. We'll do an editing series after this, obviously, and then you'll see the difference and all the bloopers that we might not got on camera. I don't know if myself. I'm talking so much. I think I'm running out of my English quota for the day. We'll have to go back to Afrikaans very soon. But just look how beautiful this is. Just look at the image. Tell us if it's too dark. It is a bit overcast. We've got an ND32. I might have to drop it down with this overcast weather. You like it, Antonio?
Graag.
So there's Goa Hills. There's a lodge over there where you can stay. Gemute, unmute.
Unmute.
Okay, guys. So also, when we do get home, I'm going to take all these live episodes. I'm going to time cut them so that you know exactly where you can see what, all the animal encounters and all the pro tips that we have given, and also all the other possible places that you can stay, like Goa Hills there, and I'll also leave detailed information. It's going to be a lot of work, guys, so just bear with us. We will get that sorted out, and then we will also get the post-production series sorted out also, but we do have 9 to 5 jobs. We do have commitments there. So we need to do everything in our own spare time and over weekends, which we enjoy doing. That's why we do this. So just bear with us. It will come. And then you can enjoy some awesome cinematic overlanding footage. Hopefully, that's what we aim for. We aim for good quality footage. We aim for good audio. We record in stereo. We record in log formats, whether it's Canon C-Log or DJI D-Log M. And then we see if we need to do anything with the color grading, like in darker places, make it lighter. In brighter places, make it darker, just so that it's a much better viewing experience for you. But we do mitigate a lot of that by running 20 frames per second with a shutter speed of, or 25 frames per second with a shutter speed of 1/50, which gives you natural motion blur. And then we manage that exposure by using ND filters so that the image looks more realistic rather than a sharp, unnatural image. So yeah, no, this open plains looks brilliant. And next to us here, guys, this is called called, I think this is the baobab hill next to us. Just look at that massive baobab. I need to record that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to stop it, take my mirrorless out. And this is so, you see, if we were allowed, but we are not. If only we were allowed. Where's my camera? Oh, it's there.
Oh, that's a big car. Car. Yeah.
Do you have the sandbag there, Tom?
Yes.
I need to get this. It's so beautiful. My spectacles off. Okay, where is that
Oh, it's big.
It's big, eh? There's two massive ones there. So awesome. Let me just see there. Oh, your fingers in the way where I want to be.
Wait.
So good morning, Gazing Star Dreamer. Glad you could join us. Yeah, we did give Antonio a bit of time behind the wheel. Like I also said, it's very important that there's someone else in your convoy or vehicle that knows how to use your vehicle and your equipment, so that if you are incapacitated to drive or do anything, that there is at least someone else available to do that. And we were training him up with that. He did a nice water crossing, which was awesome, and then a deeper one, which we'll have on our post series. And then, yeah, I mean, let me just check this exposure is going up. So, yeah, I think one of the main skills you require to do a trip like this, first and foremost, is resource management. And on a technical level, if you come into South Africa, Windhoek, and you rent a vehicle, they usually go through with you what the vehicle can do and how to operate, but they don't usually do that good of a job. And we found that a lot on this trip, that people weren't educated properly on how to use the equipment, and that got them into trouble many times. So, yeah, basic 4x4 knowledge, how to drive a 4x4, how to use 4 high and 4 low, and when to use it, when to use a diff lock, and then also the reasons why you air down your tire pressures, and then also inflating tire pressures. That's something that you're going to have to do yourself unless you're in a convoy with someone. That's something that you will have to do. And then also, definitely, if you've got some medical background, first aid, that's always a plus. And also some first aid gear, recovery gear, know how to use recovery gear. And these things might sound a lot and daunting, but it is not. You don't have to overcomplicate it, but there is a certain skill involved in that. So, yeah. And then depending on what you're running and how you're running it, if you're running a off-grid solar system like we are, it's always a plus to know how DC electronics work. So if you have a problem, you know how to monitor it and identify and diagnose problems. That is a good. You don't have to have it, but I mean, if you've got a short, you need to know where to isolate the feed. And if your battery charger goes down or DC or solar, it's good if you know where the wires go and where the fuses go. Maybe you just need to replace a fuse, things like that. So this information is all readily available on YouTube. There's a lot of guys out there, and you won't just find one guy and say, okay, now I've learned everything. You have to listen to a couple of them and then draw some of your own conclusions, because everyone in this industry has their own comfortable way of how they like to methodically go through certain steps, like when they do river crossings, when they air down, when they air up, when they resupply and refuel. Everyone's got their own way that works for them. And in trial and error, you'll also develop your own comfortable engagement with this environment on self-drive safari. But be that as it may, raw people come a lot from the Netherlands and from Australia, from the UK, from Germany. They just come here, they pick up a four-wheel drive in Windhoek, they just make sure that they've got GPS satellite or nowadays Starlink, and they just go. And if they get stuck and there's no one to help, they just communicate back to the rental company and see if they can assist and help them. But yeah, I think also preparing food in this environment is a big must. And what we use here is wood. So if you're from South Africa, you'll survive here. If you know how to light a fire and make food over coals, you are a for away. I'm just going to put this camera away and then we're going to get driving again.
Remember to unlock the door.
So, guys, just please remember also, this is just my opinion, right? I'm not saying this is how it must be or should be or the only way. You guys can have a discussion in the chat with regards to what we've just discussed now, and then the community can grow and learn, and we can all enjoy self-drive safaris with our families in a safe, respectful manner for ourselves and the environment and those around us. I think that is pretty decent. Here we go. Just see everything is hunky-dory. I think, can you just put this by your feet again? I'm scared it falls off. Thank you. Ah, this hill is beautiful. It's just baobabs everywhere. I'm telling you now, if we were allowed, if only we were allowed. Sure, there's ancient trees. I can see them. I mean, if you know how far it is, I mean, that one is probably how far? Let me just calculate to the foot of the hill. I'm gauging about
50.
200 meters, and then still up, and I can see that one clear as day. Yo, this is so beautiful. And on the left here, we've got open plains, man, and green lush bush. You see how this exit route has been trodden through. You see all these exit routes that people have started taking because of the waters. And you can see they've been driving it a lot because of the deep tracks that they've left. All right, guys, so we are in for a treat. We are going to get to that big uphill with undulations. That is a section in my very first Botswana, I think, 2-minute video on YouTube, like a highlight reel of that. Please go check out all our other videos on YouTube, Born to Roam Africa, and you'll see where we are heading with this channel. We are still growing in our videography skills and in our editing skills, and we are sharpening that. And yeah, so head over there, go have a look at it, and then join the community, and let's see how far we can push this technology. I must say, I think we've pushed this technology right to its edge, and I think it can go more. I mean, I still wanted to do a vehicle undercarriage camera also, but I didn't have all the proper waterproofing for the cables and connections. So when we cross rivers and go through puddles of mud. But yeah, in the next one, I'm telling you guys, stay tuned. This channel is gonna go places and do things and keep you on your toes like you've never seen before. I promise you that. We've already started it with this trip, and we're going to continue. We're not going to leave this thing alone. So yeah, I think every YouTuber and content creator starts YouTube, they start content creating, and they find their own niche. They find their own personality and their own way of engaging and showing the world how they see the world. Because I mean, this is just us showing the world how we see it, and we expose ourselves to that. So yeah, so people can have a wider perspective of different ways of living life. And yeah, so that's what we're doing on YouTube now, and we are still finding our rhythm. We're still finding, but I think we found it. I think what we are doing now has been solidified now. Going to continue with the live streaming and with the post-production series editing, but we're definitely going to upgrade our systems to be more efficient, especially with regards to time, and to be more comfortable, because we're working off the back seat with a monitor lying down and a full built PC. We're working off that, and the sun glare makes it difficult. The space you move in makes it difficult, but we're going to upgrade that, and yeah, going to take it to a whole nother level. I mean, this is day 13. We've been live streaming now for 11 days. 11-day trip through Botswana. We've been live streaming. The one day was 7 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah, we had some hiccups. We had to change batteries and stuff like that. We've got a new thing. If a battery goes down, you won't see that ugly no signal sign. We've got a be right back sign behind it. So that's our catch-all. We'll still even change that and animate that, so that, and also the live chat in the Be Right Back, I'll fix that when I get home. And then we also see how we can incorporate some soft background music for when everything is quiet, and how to balance the audio levels a bit better. So yeah, enjoy the drive. We've got 41 kilometers to go. It's 11:49, 27 degrees outside. It's climbing from 21 this morning. I just need to record this forest also. Oh my man, this is so beautiful. Right, here we go. Where's our handheld camera? Okay, that's fine. Just leave it here. Okay. Just let me know if there's water drops coming on the lens on cam 1, because I'm just cleaning the window. And Antonio, go for me cam 1 only. Let's see what this ND filter is. And hey, do we have a 16 or a 32?
I don't think we have a 16.
32 will do fine. Yeah, we're just getting some shots quickly, yeah. I need a full-time cameraman. So tell me quickly, would you guys like me to do like just a short section, a live section, or a live and post-production section about our cameras, what we use, how we use it, why we use it, the limitations and things like that? Let me know. And I think we are just reaching Goa Gate maybe now. So yeah, we are exiting the forest. And then I'll just put this here by you. There we go. Just give me those permits and stuff. Guys, I'm just going to stop here quickly. You can meet me. All right, guys, we are checked out. No more parks, except for when you go on the sunset cruise. We pay the Chobe Safari launch. Chobe Safari. Okay, are we ready to go?
Mm. Sunny.
Is that right? Let's just go, yeah. Yeah, that is exactly it. Let's start a new recording. So Thobolo's 7.8 kilometers from here is a turn off. That's not 7.8 kilometers from here, it's a turn off is 7.8 kilometers from here. But it's 38 kilometers to Thobolos from here. And we've got 68 kilometers range left, and we've done 3,380 kilometers thus far in 13 days from Cape Town, South Africa, via Lesotho to activate the Starlink. And this is day 13. Get me that. Okay, come on. Where's that other camera? The one on the selfie stick. And then just put for me cam 1 on. Okay. Guys, with this road, it can get ugly very bad, especially with the dips. Once you start sea boating, it's not going to stop. What you do then is you just ease your foot off the accelerator, wait for it to just ease down. But that's all dependent on your suspension. If you have a good suspension, then it would not have very much recoil, and your dampeners will do the work to dampen the load springs rebound. And that's what you want. But if you have stock standard suspension, usually the oil in those thin tubes gets warm, it gets aerated, and it becomes like water. And when it's supposed to handle the rebound, it doesn't. And your coil springs just bounces you up and down, up and down, up and down. And so it's a comfort thing and also a safety thing. It isn't very easy to do, but we'll do it. I'm not talking about the road, I'm talking about filming and driving. And also, I would have liked to do a lot more bypasses or pass-by drives, bypass drives with the vehicle past the camera, but I must conserve my fuel. I think that's been the biggest underestimation of myself for this trip. I should have at least filled up another 20 liters before we left Maun. But that would have been all right under normal circumstances. But with the live streaming and with the filming, doing passes up and down much more frequently, it chows into your diesel. And because I need my DC-DC charger to charge my battery system efficiently, I need to idle the vehicle for long amounts of time while I dump footage, because that chows it completely. I mean, I've had this battery down to 2%, which is damaging. But yeah, didn't have any other choice. Ah, there you go. The red heel. The famous red heel, guys. Haha. Finally. Now, if only. If only. Hey, Thunder the Explorer, no worries. I know you people have to work. It's Tuesday. It's closer to the weekend. And yeah, we're just glad that you could join us for this part, because this is the fun part. The famous Red Hills. And we are 4.1 kilometers away from the turnoff to Thobolo. And Thobolo is 34 kilometers away from where we are now. And we are sitting at a nice 27 degrees Celsius. It's nice and overcast, and I've just been enjoying this morning. Antonio's had his fair share of exposure to four-wheel driving, some mud puddle crossings where the bonnet went completely under the water. He was in four low. He just handled it like a champ and got through there. And yeah, that will be on our post series.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. Are you talking about the hill that says, congratulations, you've made it, especially if you're a Land Rover? We'll stop there by that board. I think I've also got that on one of my Instagram posts. But yeah, we're going to hit the major uphill today, yeah, before we hit Thobolos. This is just like a gatekeeper. It's not too bad.
does it get worse?
Yeah, goes down like that and then up, 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 and it rolls. It rolls your vehicle. Yeah, so I've already told my wife, when these young men grow up, they are not getting fancy lowrider vehicles. They will get an old 4x4 and they will go camp and go explore the world. And if that's not what they like, then they must buy their own wheels. I'm not spending money on anything else for them, because, yeah, I mean, that just opens up a whole world of exploration. But if it's not for them, it's not for them. You know, you can't force someone to do something. But I already think it's in his blood. He's enjoyed himself thoroughly, especially the places with the pool. My man, a kid and a pool. That's a not even a love-hate relationship. That's a love-love relationship. I just actually want to do something else quickly, guys. Sorry, because just switch for me to camera one alone, please. Um, I need to get this other angle also, and I'm running out of cameras, so out of cameras. Yeah, no, like-minded people, eh? Even bands, like-minded people. I mean, come on. I think the world has taken such a turn in the past decade that we've lost our connection with nature and adventure. You know, we've lost that connection with the spirit of adventure and exploration. And you know, it's time that we start um, enjoying that again and start showcasing that and sharing that. So let me just get this. I need to get this on this camera. Okay, let's do that. Okay, guys, we'll get the cam back. I'm just doing some filming from a different perspective quickly. Can't see if this is okay. There we go. I would love to just stop here, open up the awning, start the kayak up, and have a nice bacon and egg brunch.
Oh.
But yeah, time is against us again.
Oh, we haven't
And
even ate egg that we brought.
yeah, we bought bacon and eggs. We haven't even had time to make it so far. It's just some
I think I'm gonna make
hot dogs or rusks or porridge. Antonio's had porridge. We had a nice breakfast at the Mababe River Lodge. I had a nice breakfast there. We had a nice breakfast in that by that engine at Lepalale. And where else? We had a nice supper at Chobe Safari Lodge. So yeah, it hasn't been all grit and grind and
crocodiles.
I already said that, yeah. So but guys, here we go.
But I think we should definitely make some eggs and bacon tomorrow morning.
I think we might have time for that. Sorry, guys, just another quick pit stop. So I'll tell you a funny story now. Yo, funny and scary. Just stay tuned for that.
I'm just gonna put my mic away. I'm gonna put my mic away.
Because you're eating.
Yeah.
Yes, even bounce. We are in the same boat. I'm also blessed with 3 young men that love the bush. But my wife is shame. God bless her soul. She's so good for us. The only woman amongst 3 men. But yeah, let's go. Oh, so now this morning I wanted to take some video footage of Antonio crossing the waters. I think it was after my post, and then he's still. So I mean, I want to reduce my exposure to the elements and nature and wildlife. So he's already set up. He knows how to put the vehicle in 4 low, how to engage drive and go and do all that stuff. He's comfortable with that now. But now I'm walking to the other side of the water with the camera, and here I check him. He's jumping out, and as he's jumping out, I'm seeing this leopard spoor. And I'm like, Antonio, get back in the vehicle, drive. We must make this quick. And he's like, yeah, but I just want to see something. I'm like, you don't have to see anything. We already walked it. You've got a line. Just get in the vehicle and drive. And now I'm standing there and I'm waiting for him, and I'm waiting. I'm checking this leopard spoor next to me, and I'm like, no, dude, just come, 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 come. But yeah, as soon as he completed that, I was packed up and in the vehicle as soon as possible. And we've got that on camera. So yeah, that will definitely be in the post-production series. No, thank you. I love this sand. Ah, gets even thicker than this, but now you see the roly-polies happening. Ah, that resistance of the sand against the tires, and it just takes it, is so satisfying. I don't know why. It it's almost like those Chinese gardening things that you take the little rake and you scrape it, and then that thing turns in a circle and folds it up again. That's how soothing this is for me. This is like therapy. I mean, guys, really, you don't need a doctor. You don't need therapy. You need time in the bush away from all of that. I believe we need doctors and therapies because of the way that we have continued to live the lifestyles that we are living so far away from nature and natural elements. The sun, the rain, the water, everything contributes to your well-being, and we've neglected that so much, and we've built up all these other things. Oh, you need a therapist, you need a this, you need a that. No, you need the bush. You need to be alive. Get away from all that junk food, fast food takeaways. Get meat in your system. Get vegetables in your system. Get in the bush and just breathe in that fresh air. I'm telling you now, the sunlight over here is much brighter to such a point that I have to double my ND filter's strength in comparison to when I use it in South Africa, and I'm sure that's because of the pollution. There's much less pollution here, so you get much brighter sun over here than in South Africa, Cape Town, and in those towns. And that's the only thing that I can contribute it to, or work it out in mind. So it's just my opinion. If I am wrong, please let me know in the live chat and in the comments, and we can all be educated on that. Like, at home, I never go above a 16 ND filter for outside filming like now, but yeah, I need to use at least a 32.
I think it was by Southgate. The morning we left, there was a guy, and on his T-shirt they said, "I don't need therapy. I need to overland."
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good t-shirt. I mean, that is very good. That is awesome. Also, guys, kids, children, I'm telling you now, the reason you think they've got all these problems and are hyped up and need all these suppressants is because kids are made to explore. There's so much water here. Kids are made to explore, and I think us as parents, the reason that we want to suppress them is because we are so tired after a day's work, and we rush to wake up, you rush to get ready for work, you rush to get your work done, you rush to get home to start the food, and you don't have time for your kids. And kids are normal behavioral beings. They don't need suppressants. I believe they just need parents that's got the time to spend time with them in the outdoors where they can release all that energy. But we think there's problems with them, and then you want to send them for therapy, and it costs you money, and the kid never gets sorted out. You put them on. Yeah, this is just my opinion. We've went through the same thing, and I was against the whole thing, but I said no, let's try it. But yeah, I mean, we take our kids out as often as possible and so on. But yeah, from a personal point of view, guys, I'm not saying this is how everyone should live or make the decisions. This is just me, the way that I view life and approach it. And yeah, that is my opinion on that. And this is a safe space for anyone to share their opinions. And this is a family environment. So yeah, guys, we've got 29 kilometers to go, 28 degrees Celsius outside, 56 kilometers range in the tank before we need it to refuel, which Denzel from Even Bounce has assured me. You've got 80 kilometers to go. We tried it, heading from Naipan to Mount, And when it hit zero, it told me to refuel, and I did another 20 kilometers. So according to that statistics, I had another 60 kilometers in the tank. But yeah, let's hope we can drive sparingly for the rest of the trip. I want to switch this recording off again. Mm. I'm just fixing the cabin camera. Just wait, I'll put it down there, so you're gonna move it too much. Hey, lekker loopsher. So glad you could join us. We are heading to Thobolo this morning. It started off a 69-kilometer drive. We've got 29 kilometers to go. I don't know how long you've been uh, viewing, maybe just lurking in the background, but it's a nice 28 degrees. As jy op cam 1-3? Okay. Denzel, my man, I don't think I've spoken this much ever in my life. I think I think I'm using up my whole quota for the rest of my life. So the next live stream will probably be all be in Dutch Afrikaans because, dude. No, listen here. I grew up in a bilingual family speaking English and Afrikaans. I was usually very good at speaking English and writing and so on, but some of my pronunciations coming through strong as a Dutchman, probably at times. But yeah, also when we had our business, I mean, I had to speak a lot of English to a lot of people, and also in my current work, everyone is mainly English, so it wasn't a very high uh, learning curve for me as I exited high school. But yeah, there was a time in my life where I was much better. I had a much more elegant vocabulary, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, dude, my mind split into so many different ways. I'm like trying to catch a, I don't know what, maybe a kangaroo or something, just to focus on what I'm doing here. Because while I'm doing this, I'm thinking of 10 million other things. And then when I talk, I lose train of thought, I lose my words. But yeah, we speak the English very deliciously from tomorrow twice. And then hopefully our dictionary and our sentences don't run out before the end of the live stream. But yeah, so far it's been good, not too bad. Or you guys please comment. How's my English? Is it good? Is it okay? Do I need to just shut up and allow the bush to talk? Comment in the live chat and yeah, let's see what we can do. Maybe I must speak a bit of Afrikaans. Trailer on these roads.
Is there a possibility that we go go down and go backwards?
No, you don't want to do that. You can, but you don't want to do that. I'm unmuted. Yeah, guys, and another thing, I had a look at our socials last night, our Instagram posts. It's blowing up. People are interacting, liking, sharing, commenting, reposting. Guys, I love the support. It is great. It is awesome. So yeah, keep it up. That's how we keep the channel alive and unbiased and uninterrupted, unfiltered, unedited, uncensored. And yeah, so thank you very much for all of that, guys. Go have a look at our socials, see if there's anything you like over there. And then, yeah, I mean, if anything, just put a like and a repost or a share. That helps the channel a lot. Okay, guys, so look here. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a safari vehicle coming in front of us, and ek sal nou. Maar hoekom moet jy my met ek praat? Nee, Antonie, maar jy moet nie dit doen nie. Right? Okay, so as you can see, there's a. This is now when you have to jump lanes, jump out of the road for these guys, and this is usually when you get stuck. Luckily, the road is very hard now, so that's fine. These people are driving fancy, brand new Land Cruisers, so I don't think it's definitely a major public um, company because these vehicles look brand new. And I'm just gonna jump on the side here again. There we go. I can, yeah, I'll probably take that route. I don't know what that looks like. I prefer this right hand side. And here we go. Okay, ga gaan Antonio. Okay, no, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that my life can cause you guys some amusement. That's perfectly fine with me. And yeah, no, all good, guys, all good. Yeah, guys. So even with my vehicle, my mirrors and stuff is getting smacked by the bushes on the left and the right, and sometimes even the side panels. And this is what we spoke about. If you buy any vehicle that's got an unusual wide frame or body, you will be the guy that clears the path for the rest of the vehicles and take all the bush with you. So yeah, these Toyota Hiluxes, I know their cabins are very tight, but also it is good for these narrow tracks so that you don't take too much of the bush with you. There in front. Yeah, enough, Antonio. Okay, guys, we're just gonna do a quick battery change. Antonio is falling asleep here. Okay, cam one.
It's also off.
Oh, so what were you doing the whole time then?
When you said it's off.
Yeah, but what were you doing that you didn't notice that they were off? Production manager. Looking. Okay, give me a. You're definitely not looking at the cameras.
I was
Where's the other one?
I was thinking the bushes.
You're giving the bushes high fives, and you leave our audience to look at a be right back screen. That's not very nice of you. Give me a number two. Klaar ingesit. Okay, guys, I'll get you back online just now. And okay, there we go. Let me do number one. Okay, you put cabin cam on for them so that they don't look at a dead screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, give me a number one. Because you're not looking what you're doing. You're looking down and you're just throwing your hand to the left, not seeing how far my reach can go and where I'm limited with it. Yeah. Okay. Cam one's going on shortly. Do you guys want the passenger cam a bit? Okay, there we go. Where's the other camera? Here we go. What ND does this one have on? ND32. Last time they moaned about the glare, remember? Okay, guys, we've got the passenger cam going. Down here, check that it's on. Okay. You guys all good with the passenger cam for a bit? Here we go, here we go. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Yeah, so here the road usually starts getting very bad with these bumps. So you just want to, and I see a lot of paw prints in the sand. Yeah, you see, it almost got away from me. So I just went a bit to the side so that the sand can slow me down. What you don't want to do is you don't want to slow down by just hitting your brakes because that will cause sand buildup in front of your wheel. And then when you need to go over that, you need more momentum. And from a stationary position, depending on how much sand buildup you've got in and what situation you are, maybe not with this, but on sand dunes and stuff, you might just start digging yourself deeper because that sand buildup that you caused by just slamming the brakes. So if you want to slow down, usually just remove your foot from the accelerator and then just allow the vehicle to come to a natural stop. And if need be, you can just tap the brakes maybe a little bit, and then you will not cause yourself any, not cause yourself to get into a much worse situation. So like there, and you see. It's that hill. That's the famous red hill. I don't know what they call it actually. I know there's a name for it. And I don't want to say Heartbreak Hill because there's so many Heartbreak Hills. I know there's one in Namibia. I know on one of our WhatsApp chats, another person spoke about a Heartbreak Hill, but I know the only actual Heartbreak Hill that there is the one in Namibia. So I'm not entirely sure what they call this one. If someone can just Google that quickly for us, post it in the live chat. I just want to check. Okay, so I'm going to take the passenger camera now, guys. I need to get some action on the outside. So just put cam 1 on, please. There is no Fanta. Or is there still one Fanta for you? Yeah, I'll get you one. Yes, sir. Pas op, het gaat nou mors, nee. Geef me gou daai lappie asseblief. Die breinlappie. Is ek gemute? Oh. So, maak nie saakie. Gee my gou daai. Oh, dis. So, gee my gou daai handdoek. So. Okay, that's a good angle. Cam 1-3. Okay. Right, here we go. Sorry for that delay, guys. Just had to do some camera setup. Right, guys, so we are spending the night at Thobolos, and then tomorrow will be our last night in the bush like this. Then tomorrow we head off to Kasane, where we're going to stay 2 nights at the Chobe Safari Lodge. We will do a live stream from the campsite. I asked them for one on the river so that we can do a sundowner, sunset live stream. Hopefully we can do that. There's 220-volt electricity there, so I won't have to run my vehicle for the DC-DC charger to work. And then also we're spending 2 days there, so that will take us to Thursday. All right, Wednesday, Tuesday, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday morning we leave for Elephant Sands, and then Saturday morning we leave for Kubu Island if it is accessible. And then Sunday we drive home. Yeah, it's going to be a long drive. I need to start work on Monday again. If Kubu Island is not accessible, then I'm going to start driving home from Elephant Sands. Maybe stop a bit closer to home, but that will also then change our giveaway strategy. So please, guys, bear in mind, we are pushed for time, we are pushed for resources, but we will do the best we can to do that giveaway at Kubu Island. Mm. Yes, Dan, it's coming up. It's coming up. Nothing. No. Black and white. And I'll definitely look out for it. I'll put my one there also. Yeah, thanks, Tanya. So that's 5 days ago. We'll get there in another 5 days. But is it at least accessible? I mean, if Kubu is underwater, is that like with Baines Baobab? I mean, that place was underwater, but we could at least still get to the Baobabs and enjoy the salt pan being flooded. So can you check if it's still accessible or not? Hey, Tanya the Explorer, thank you for that super chat, my man. You've been a consistent viewer and supporter of the channel. So, guys, head over to Tana the Explorer's YouTube channel, his socials. He's also traveling Botswana, Namibia, Richtersveld. He's working with some great companies, also educating people on recovery and stuff like that. So, yeah, head over there, give him some love. And yeah, Tana, there was something else I wanted to ask, but I completely forgot now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you doing super chats just to see that nice car animation upgrade? Because if that's it, I'll have to upgrade that animation to something a bit better. Maybe different tiers get different animations. But yeah, Tana, thanks for that, man. It really helps us build the channel. It helps keep the channel alive and authentic, unfiltered, and unscripted and unbiased. Much appreciated. Yeah, I guess closer to the time, we'll just find out what the conditions are and see. Otherwise, we'll have to skip Kubo Island if that is the case. And then we'll do the live giveaway maybe at Elephant Sands. I think that would be I think that would, but yo, I want to have that Kubo Island sunset. Sure. Otherwise, we'll have to do it Saturday at the Elephant Sands Waterhole, which is also not a bad spot to do it. But I still have to get the names and software and all of that thrown into a basket. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe while if there's 220-volt electricity I can plug in. I don't think there is. Yeah, we'll have to sort that out, guys. Sorry, that's gonna be whatever we can do, we'll do. We can't set anything in stone now. Yeah, yeah, I know. Thanks, but yeah, guys, thanks for the support once again. And yeah, Tanya, you're just manifesting your vehicle's upgrade there, so it as many times as you want. Yeah, no, I do understand that you also are aware of how difficult, not difficult. I mean, this is still fun, but it's still not. It's not a holiday. You do get that vibe when you step away from the camera and then you relax. But I'll take this job over a normal job any day of the week. I think fucking Great Western Province, Uncle Andres, he's got a status that says a bad day camping is better than a good day anywhere else or working or something like that. So I'm just paraphrasing here. And that kind of resonates with me. Okay, so we need to turn left here. Yeah. Thobolo's 10.7 kilometers to the lodge. That is correct. GPS, eh? No, there's a bigger board with the stickers. Just check out these ND filters quickly. Okay, because I'm still recording and. Oh, okay. How do you make that conclusion, Denzel? How do you make that conclusion? I wish I was a multi-dollar millionaire. Then I could have done much more than what we are doing now. Tour the whole world like this, live streaming everything with wireless HDMI cameras. You can follow the action into the reception, into the rural areas where we might have a couple of cold ones with locals. Hey, yeah, you see, there's endless possibilities. We're just a bit constrained by budget at this stage, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Just like we got here, we'll get there also. Yeah, no, thanks for that. Thanks for that positive vibes. Denzel, much appreciated, my man. We need some more positivity and support for one another in this world. And that's greatly appreciated, my man. Yeah, this bush is getting very thick. I just want to take the outside camera off quickly. But no, vang hom en gooi hom uit. Yeah, Antonio's just struggling with the grasshopper here. I hope you've got that on the cabin cam so they can see how scared you are of a grasshopper. I'm not scared. Scared it goes in my mouth. Why would it go in your mouth? Then close your mouth. Let's get this thing here. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you use your gear. It's got used marks on it. That's fine. As long as you can still see properly through it. I don't mind if I already cracked one, yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Hey guys, this track has gotten much narrower since the last time I drove it. It's much thicker bush. And when it's so thick, you can't see what's lurking behind these trees. There might be a giraffe, a zebra, or an elephant like 5 meters away from you, and he just decides on the last minute to cross the road, and you have no idea until you see that big head and that foot coming into the road. Yo, that's a major spider web. No, he just drove through it. I thought it was like a telephone line. Ah, this is so beautiful. And the smells, you have to come here to get the smells. Mm.
So when is the hill coming?
Dude, I don't know. It's very weird.
Isn't it on the airport track?
No, no, we never take the airport, the A strip road. Otherwise, it's probably tomorrow we'll eat it. Past Thobolos, depending which way you come. Because we've got still 4.4 kilometers to go. So, but I don't think we'll. Yeah, I think it's just over that hill, Thobolos. Because it still says, congratulations, you made it. Especially if you're driving a Land Rover. So,
Why if you made it man?
it's just insider 4x4 overlanding insider joke.
So, Land Rovers are bad.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just
The police.
each vehicle has their own historical issues that has been trailing with them throughout the years. And yeah, Ford, Land Rover, even Toyota. Yeah. And it depends in which camp you are and how much you enjoy those kinds of banter. But yeah, just what the board says. Just check the cams, please. The last time we came to Tobolos, we drove this exact same route and we hit that hill. I've still got it on my Instagram posts of, I think, last year or the year before, 2024, 2025. Yeah, we didn't come here in 25, we came here in 24 because we were expecting in 25 and we just did Baviaans Kloof. Nie dat doen jy geen so baie seer maak. Ja. Maak daai splokkie reg asseblief.
Oh, because hy's so sag man.
Yes, gooi hom net uit. Hy sal inklik, dankie.
That's a big spot.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
It's like a washing bar.
Chobe, Hideaway. We're gonna turn left off here somewhere now. The last time we were here, this whole veld on the left was full of giraffe. Ah, there's a nice tortoise in the road.
Oh, you.
He's a bit bigger than where I used to. We'll just give him space to do his thing.
Big photos. Then it cracks.
Right, guys, so we've got 6.5 kilometers to go. It's 27 degrees outside. We've got 32-kilometer range in the tank, and we've done 3,411 kilometers in the last 13 days from Cape Town, South Africa, via Lesotho to activate the Starlink through the Stockport border post. And we started streaming at Karma Rhino Sanctuary. So if you've missed those episodes, just go head back. From day 3, the very first stream, we got some rhino, and also the second day we got some rhino, and then from there we went to Kumaga. From there in Naipan, on the way out of Naipan we went to Baines Baobab. From there we went to Maun, stayed at Crocodile Safari Lodge. From Crocodile Safari Lodge we entered the Muremi Game Reserve, and we stayed 2 nights at Southgate because Third Bridge was um, was inaccessible. And from there, we moved on to Kwai for 1 night. From Kwai, we head to Makoto, which we didn't make because there was a lot of swamps. Every route we took just took us to a swamp. So we wanted to go straight to Savuti. At the Mababi gate, they told us, no, they won't let us through. It was 5 p.m. It's getting too late. We must go to the Mababi village. We ended up staying at the Mababi River Lodge, and that was so wonderful. That was a blessing in disguise, really. And please stop doing that. That was a blessing in disguise. So yeah, please, guys, that place is awesome. From there, we went to Savuti. We spent last night there. We had a lot of lion roar just around camp, and no elephants and no sightings also. And then from there, from Savuti, we came this morning through to Thobolos. Now, this tomorrow will be our day that we exit this area. We start hitting the tar road back to Kasane, Chobe Safari Lodge for 2 nights with the sunset cruise worked in on the second night, and then we head through to Elephant Sands, and we might skip Kubo Island due to the reports of the floods and the conditions of the road. And then we'll also need to still prioritize our giveaway, so head over to our socials on Instagram to go check that giveaway out. It's Victron Blue Smart MPPT 75 volt 15 amp solar charger that we're giving away. A comment on the post so that we know you are not a stale follower or subscriber. Follow on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. If you want to, please reshare the post, like it, and push the notifications on, because our live stream notifications we send through on Facebook and on Instagram. And that way we can keep you updated about 30 minutes to 45 minutes before we start live streaming or do the giveaway. And then also you can support us on our Patreon page, free membership, there's paid memberships, whatever you feel like. There's no special membership priorities or giveaways or things that you get access to. I don't want to restrict access to my content yet. Later on, we'll do things like maybe some merch for certain membership levels. We'll see how that goes, but it's just a way for you to support the channel, to keep it authentic, unfiltered, unscripted, and alive. And then also we've got super thanks and super chats that you can partake in. And also visit our website, borntoroamafrica.co.za, for new blogs coming up on trip planning through Botswana, contact information, contact details, and some of the past trips that we've done. And there's some guesstimation of costs there. And if you need any help or assistance with that, feel free to contact us. We can work something out. And also, if you don't have confidence to do this yourself, we can maybe arrange some kind of convoy leadership role that we can take you through, maybe put a group together. But yeah, all possible scenarios. So thanks for the support so far today. We are 4.9 kilometers away, and let's enjoy this part of the Born to Roam Africa live safari drive overlanding through Botswana. Oh, there's a very small tortoise here. If you didn't see this one, you would go right. If you're going too fast, you'd go right over him. Now, I don't like picking them up and moving them because if they do dispense their bodily fluids, I have seen, I don't know if it's on Discovery or some animal nature, it is not good for them for dehydration purposes. So he's going to go, he's trying to get up, get up, little guy, get up, little guy. And as he's on the center, I'm not going to chance it. Just now he picks up speed. Let's reverse a bit and watch him. Maybe he goes over the road. Like that. That's not slow. He's not moving at a slow pace. That's okay. Get down, get down. Go down, little guy. Oh, wait, he's worried. Oh, now he's turning around. Now he's coming our way. If he's in that track, I'm just going to go right around him. He's scared. He's checking it out. No, little guy, you can do it. Okay, let's not do it.
How does it get the thing? That's cool. I think he's spinning himself in his wheel.
You can go, little guy.
Oh, oh,
Oh, go, 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 go. Oh, no. If it comes more this way, I'm going to just go right around him. Now he's coming too far this way. He's looking for a way out of here. No, dude, that's the worst place to go. You're going to tumble over there. Don't take a snack break. We need to get moving. Oh, yeah, you see, now he's reversing again. Okay, well.
He's just waiting patience.
Okay, if he's going to commit there.
Oh, go little guy. You can do it. Oh.
I'm going to go right around him. Antonio, make sure my wheels stay in this track as far as possible. Am I past him? Am I past him? Is my rear wheel clearing him? Okay, 100%. There we go. Okay. Ah, okay, that's good. He can spend the day there pondering which route he wants to take in life.
Stuck way. Right.
Hey, Tiens Bosop, thank you for the subscription, my man. Glad to have you on board with us on our live stream day 13. We are heading to Thobolo. I don't know how long you've been viewing, but we've got 3.8 kilometers to go till we reach our destination. This was what was it today? 48, no, 69-kilometer drive from Savuti to Tobolos. And
79.
79. We sure it was that far, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, 79.
okay.
I saw it and I
Was
saw
it like 48? Now I can't remember. But yeah, did we get the little adventure animation going for Tian's boss off when he subscribed? Great stuff. That that's working. So after this day tomorrow we leave the Chobe area and we'll still be in the Chobe area but not the forest. We hit the tar road to Kasane, Chobe Safari Lodge, and we're going to spend 2 nights over there. We'll still see what we'll do with regards to we'll obviously live stream to there and then maybe do something the next day. I'm not entirely sure because we're going to be tethered to the campsite. Now, Antonio's going to be tethered to the pool. I'm going to be tethered to the campsite.
What?
Uh, is it the bird? Is it the
They're
plane?
fighting.
Uh,
That's me and Loudon.
yeah, we're just having a bird fight here.
Tarantale, dis tarantale.
Mm. What's that in English? A guinea fowl? The,
Isn't it what's it called?
no, I think it's a guinea fowl in English. Okay, you guys can also move out the road.
There are so many of them at my school. So many. This tree looks old.
Probably is old. Guys, we are very close now, 1.2 kilometers. So this place has a pool. It's got a viewing deck onto their man-made waterhole. It's got a, or used to have an honesty bar. It probably still has. I hope it does. It's got Wi-Fi, access to Wi-Fi. There's chalets and there is camping spots right on the. Well, there's one or two that's in view of the waterhole. So I'd like to get you guys there. Check these beautiful baobabs in front of us. But it's beautiful. I've never been in Botswana that these trees actually have green leaves on them, and it just changes the picture. Go check out our Naipan, the Baines Baobab live stream. We've got a Naipan one and then a Baines Baobab one where we go visit Baines Baobab. Go check it out there. The place is filled with water. It is so beautiful and lovely. This fly is so slow. So just looking over the left here, because the animals usually come in from the left to the waterhole, and I see water right from here to the left in the direction of Thobolo. So I'm not even sure if they're still pumping that waterhole with their own borehole water, because that place is filled with water. Filled with water. So we'll see what we can see, but hopefully we've got the campsite where I can bring out the big guns, the 600mm lens, and get you close by. Yo, yeah, I can tell you now that water was not from their borehole. Yo, and we've had wild dog sightings here also in 2024. Some of that might be on some of our socials. I think on my Botswana at Overlanding Adventure highlight reel. Yeah, I'm not seeing any animals around that waterhole yet, but it is midday.
Yeah, it's not very early.
Still very warm.
Usually we start live at this.
Look at this nice baobab that indicates the turn off left to Thobolos. Tomorrow we head straight on. Yeah. The attitude tree, all vehicles. Okay, nice. So guys, welcome to Thobolos. That's spelled THOBOLO''S. Otherwise you won't get it on your GPS device. So we usually just park here. I need to go check in at reception. And you'll probably have a view of the pool. There's the pool. I'm going to just ask Antonio to stay here. And then and check us in. Gazing Stargazer, thank you very much for that super chat. It's much appreciated. It will help this channel stay alive and stay unfiltered, authenticated, and unbiased. Thank you very much. That helps a lot. I'm just going to go check in quickly. Right, guys, so we are checked in. This place is under new management. A much younger couple. They've done some upgrades to the facilities. And we are at campsite 8. Antonio can still use the pool, but the usual viewing deck where I went to first now, that's now been designated just for um, people that stay in the chalets. But they've upgraded the campsite viewing deck and raised it a bit. And there's two 20-volt electricity. So I'm going to see if I can plug in my vehicle there, power it up, and then tonight, if I can stay there plugged in, we can do a sunset um, sundowner on the pans. But she said there's so much water, most of the wildlife is just birds. So I don't think we're gonna see much elephants and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the. This is a campsite. We stayed at this campsite 9 last year. We asked them if we could move. They said sure, and we moved right down to the left here. But yeah, there's the viewing deck in front there.
Can't you go to the bar?
That's all for chalet people. So new management has made new rules, and this water. We stayed here on the left the last time, and this bush was non-existent. This is campsite 9. Which one is this one? Is there a number there? 10. Then we are on 8. The next one here. I don't know how much. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the most water that we've ever had here. And I can see on the far side, but that's just birds. But yeah, we won't be able to see anything here from this point. I want to see if I can go to that viewing deck. This is a nice campsite. She says there is activity of lions and hyenas, but once again you hear them, but you don't always see them. Let me see if I can park my vehicle close to here somewhere. Um, then I can throw 220-volt onto my vehicle, and with that I can charge my system, and then we can do. Let's see. And these ablutions are actually very nice. Yeah. Okay. So that's not going to work out. I think if I reverse my vehicle's rear in there, plug it in. Maybe if I just stick it in here. I'm just going to check out where that 220-volt outlet is. Okay, so I've identified where the 220-volt socket outlet is. I have to go through on the other side. I've also arranged for us wood from them. It's like a half a wheelbarrow is like 50 pula, which isn't too bad. However, I'm not sure what our meat situation is like. What do we have? I know we've got wors. Wors, okay, so that's on the menu for tonight. Wors and braaibreekies. Antonio makes a mean braaibreekie. So, yeah, let me just check here. Just check. It's on my right hand side. Yes. Okay, so I can go a little bit more. Um, Wait, my. Right, guys. So we've just arrived at Thobolo's bush camp. This place is under new management. They've done some upgrades to the facilities, especially the camping viewing deck. We're staying at campsite 8. There's two 20-volt electricity here on this outside viewing deck for you. So we're going to plug in there and charge up our system. And we're going to see what the animal life is around here and maybe do a sunset live stream this evening. I will schedule maybe a new one, but just keep our socials ready. I'll send a message on Instagram now to say what our plans are. But we're gonna relax now, plug in the vehicle. Thanks for driving with us. It's now. Let's check a button was pressed here that wasn't Daniel said. Okay, so yeah, it's 2 p.m. We've done 3,417 kilometers. We've got 20 kilometers left in the tank in range. We need at least 40 kilometers to make it to the fuel stop, apparently, and it's 29 degrees. So, yeah, check up on our socials, hit the notifications, and we will let you know when we go live again. But cheers for now. See you on the next one.